Hey, it's Sam from Backpacker, and in this video we're taking a detailed look at the Bellroy Venture Ready Backpack. It's 26 liters, and I've been testing it for the past 3 weeks, including a trip to New York and Florida from Detroit. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe so we can keep bringing you content to help you travel smarter. Let's dive in. All right, so let's kick it off with the outside of the bag, starting with the fabric. It's got this kind of like grid feel to it. It feels pretty robust too. I actually really like the feel of it, but our 3 other riders on the team do not. So I'm in the minority, but I really love it. All right, and then we just want to continue on. We have a little loop down here for a bike light, weatherproof YKK zippers. The Bellroy Venture Ready line is all about kind of like their foray into something that's a little bit more outdoors focused than everyday. So it's a little more rugged, but I love that like it just kind of comes together. It works really well. I think arguably this might be my favorite line from Bellroy in terms of how it looks and how it feels. I really dig it. Love this sling a lot too, which I review in a previous video, or depending on when this launches, it'll be coming soon. So I really love the whole Venture line. YKK zippers, yes, AquaGuard, weatherproof. Also paracord zippers, very easy to grip. If you're wearing a glove too, you can put your finger through like that and then unzip it. Just have a simple Bellroy logo here as well. And then not really much else on the outside of the bag. You've got these little tabs here for like if you want to lash something across the front here with like some compression straps, or if you want to, you know, just attach like a carabiner to it, that'll totally work as well. And then moving on to the water bottle pocket. I'm a little bit torn on this water bottle pocket. So there is no like elasticity on the outside. It's just that fabric. Looks like it's folded over. There's a bar tack here. So it doesn't really grip a bottle, but you can see up here they have this little mini, I almost find it cute. I originally saw this in the Apex that Bellroy had launched, and it's kind of this little strap, little mini like hook thing. So I weave that through the bottle, and that allows it to really lock into place. So I do like that they added that. Just set this out to the side for now. And then when you're done, just simply like clip it back on, and then you can tighten it here with this self-contained little loop here. So I'll just give you a bit of a closer look at that up here by the camera. I really dig that concept, and it's very nice. Other than that, not a ton going on the outside of this bag. All right, so here we've got the harness system, which I've found to be very comfortable. Starting up here at the top, we've got this kind of double like padded little handle here, which is very comfortable to grab. You'll notice that it doesn't really come too far above the bag. So if you want to stick this through like a hook or a dowel or something that goes all the way through, like on the pack wall you see behind me, that's going to be a little bit tricky. There is a frame sheet up here at the top too, but you know, if you're just putting this on a hook, that'll work. But if you want something to go all the way through, it's a little bit tricky, but there is enough room. I guess that's one thing to note about it, but I do really like holding onto it. When you hold onto it too, it's relatively balanced because of the way that it's anchored as well, which I dig. Very comfortable straps here. We have the sternum strap on a rail system, which I really like, so you can get that exact fit that you want. Magnetic fidlock buckle here, just pinch to release. Aluminum hardware down here at the bottom, which we've seen with Bellroy a ton. And then we have these little strap keepers here, which are kind of like this plasticky feel. Now, another thing to note here too, is that they seem to have fixed that slipping feature that we had on a previous Bellroy bag. I'm not sure though, because it's just a different colorway. So remember only on one colorway, it was like this tan color down here and they kind of slipped, but Bellroy was aware of it. So hopefully they fixed it on this new line. And then we have, yeah, like no mesh in the back here, but you have a nice space in here for an air channel for a little extra. And then it's got this kind of contour to the back panel too, which ends up being very comfortable. And no hip belt here, even though it looks like there might be, but it's just a very comfortable feel overall and a really streamlined look and feel. All right, so here's how the bag looks on me. It's fully fitted to my back. I find it to be very comfortable. Just nice distribution on the straps here. The sternum strap keeps my straps together on the front of my body, providing a very nice fit. And I just like how this bag looks on the back. Like the top peaks up a little bit to make it a little more outdoorsy, but it's not like this huge brain thing, you know, coming way up here. So still a very streamlined look and feel, and it's very comfortable to wear too. All right, so I'm gonna open up and unzip this side here. It's a big pocket in this hidden compartment here. So I've just got this in here to show you like the size of a passport. I mean, you can see that there's just a ton of space where that can go though. Just a ton of space. Field notes there, and then there is a key leash in here as well that I've actually attached a just some earplugs to. So pretty like, you know, big pocket. I guess you could throw like gloves in here. I guess it is the Venture Ready line, so maybe you do have bigger items that you want to toss in here. Personally, for me though, this pocket is a little bit too big. I'm not quite understanding it completely. But what I do understand is this top pocket here. So let's open this up. Open it right up. I love this too. I've seen this on other Venture bags where it's got this kind of middle interior divider that not only divides each side, but it prevents this part from going too far out, which I dig. So it kind of plays some double duty there. I like it. There is a mesh separation of the pocket here. I've just got like my passport wallet there, power bank on the back here. Set that off to the side. So that's stretchy right here without being restrictive. That's how that pocket looks. And then we have two pen holders here. We've got two small pouches down here at the bottom from Tom Bin. So you can just see how that looks, two pen slots. And yeah, you got like a little bit of organization up here, not too much, not too little. And I like that there's some good volume of its own up here on the top. So there's really, I mean, you can really load this up with stuff if you want to. And it kind of goes into the main compartment of the bag, but oftentimes the top of a bag, you know, isn't really fully utilized up here. So I think this is a really great design, and where this is and the angle that it's at works really well. All right, next up we've got the main compartment. So let's unzip this. I really like how this zipper is kind of curved. I think it really follows the bag and gives it a really nice look. One other thing I noticed just right before this actually was on this front one, there's just like you know, 2 loops in this knot, but on this main compartment, there appears to be 4. So I don't know if it's like more paracord loops, bigger compartment. I mean, that's pretty cool if Bellroy thought of that. I wouldn't put it past them. Bellroy would totally think of something like that and do it. Always in on those design details. But yeah, if I open this up, we can just see, we get a very nice view of everything inside. Now, the one con that I wanted to talk about with this water bottle pocket, well, there are a couple which I talked about already, but you can see that it really eats into the space here. So with this out, we have a ton more space that just is magically freed up by this bottle not eating into the main compartment. And I found that to be really nice. When I put like another jacket up here as a packable jacket, I had more room when I wasn't carrying a water bottle to put that right up here, and it just fits so nice. So inside I've got a packing cube, which I kept all of my clothes for a 10-day trip. And then I've got my little Bellroy DOP kit here. And then the Venture Ready line from Bellroy also comes with a pouch. I really wanted to use that smaller one, but it was just not right for my tech kit. So I ended up going with the Air Slim pouch, which is like the perfect size and organization on the inside. I won't get too into that right now. But the point is there is another pouch in this line if you do want to check it out to keep everything in one family. And then I've just got right here sandals, which I put in the bottom of the bag. So you can see that I fit a lot in there. On the back, we have the MacBook Pro M2. This is a 16-inch, so that fits in there just fine. There's a nice false bottom. You can see where that just cuts right here where this line is. So there's a ton of space at the bottom there to absorb any impact. And then with this empty, there's still quite a bit of structure from the frame sheet inside, which I dig. All right, and then we have kind of this little stretchy mesh pocket on this side. I got my sunglasses in there to keep them out of the crush zone, but this, kind of the same application here, where if you put something in here that's a little bit bulky, I like that it's at the top, but it's gonna kind of, you know, cut into the space of the rest of the bag. So there's that, there's that. All right, we got the YKK zippers, unzip these. And I actually use this as kind of my socks and underwear packing cube. So I put those in there. It still lays relatively flat, but it's got quite a bit of stretch if you want to take advantage of that. And it still works with that packing cube down at the bottom of the bag as well. And then we have this diagonal zipper here, kind of the slash pocket where I've got my hat. I was kind of trying to decide like what this is the best for up here at the top. So like, you know, it is, if you put smaller items in here and you want to just really open this thing up and get a look on the inside, then you're going to want to just unzip this fully and put it flat down. But it could also work for like a buff or gloves or things of that nature. And you'll have a little bit more space to quickly unzip this and get a look inside when this is, you know, zipped up like that. So there you go. There you have it, the Bellroy Venture Ready 26-liter backpack. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel. We'll see you in the next video.